Okay, so before we go into this build, I am going to show you the concept, how things work first, okay? Then we can go into the build. What happened is a toilet will always have this discharge hose, and it goes into here. When you flush the water, when you flush the toilet, there's extra water coming through here to go around the bowl, okay? That's it. That's just a basic little thing. Like for instance, if I flush this, I took that out so you can see. Now you see the water flowing. Okay? That's the extra water that goes down into there while it's filling. Okay? We're going to take advantage of this thing. And we're going to make a contraption, which is a water softener, and put them in this thing right here. Okay? So instead of going down there to that hole, we're going to go it into here. Then we're going to put bunch of salt pellets in here. Okay? And then we're going to drill a hole down here to meet that hole right there. See that? So basically it's going to sit right here. And then we're going to snap this into here. Okay? Oh, my hand's in the way. So it's going to look something like that right there. And then we're going to make up two brackets and cling it onto here. Like so. So that way it will hold on to this. And the bottom here, I'll show you what we're going to do down here in a minute. And you will understand, and I'll even draw a diagram too for that. Okay? So, that's the concept of the build. Now, I want to make sure that people will understand the simple concept before we go into the build itself. The build itself is even faster, but you know, I'm gonna go slow, of course. But it's very easy. Once again, as you flush the toilet, this tube right here is an extra. It adds the water during the surrounding of the bowl, okay? And it cleans it. It kind of cleans it too. Yup. So that's just extra, and it goes around the bowl to clean it like. Okay, that's just the extra water in there. We're just using that tube to go into the container instead. Then we put water softener inside. As the water goes in here, it kind of rubs it and it releases the softener for us. I'll show you the water softener in a minute in case you don't know. And then it leaks through down here, just like as always. Once the water fills up, it will leak onto here and it'll go down to the toilet and it'll soften the ring around the toilet. Get it? So that way you will not have rust rings or you know, those kind of yucky rings that people see when the water is hard. That's what basically is. Most of the time, 90% of the time, is when the water is hard. That's when you develop that ring. Well, this contraption here will be the first in the world to prevent that, to prevent toilet bowl rings, because everybody hates toilet bowl rings. Okay? It's because it's the water that is a lot of metal or calcium, you know, sometimes people work in the city or whatever. Even city people have it. People work in a city or whatever, and they have tons of crap that coming out. Sometimes when you come home and you flush it, it's like tons of stuff come out and it's all pitch black. It's because the city was working on the water system. Well, we're going to stop all that today. Okay? Let me pause the video. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you a few things before we get into the build so you can understand. Basically, this is the water pellets right here. Okay, you can use any water softener pellets. Okay, use the pellets. This bag here is only $5.49 and it's 40 pounds. The rate this is going, it's gonna last us years, I think. Okay, I just got this out of here and it's less than 1 pound. Probably, maybe I'll even call it 1 pound. If that was 1 pound, we're gonna change this 40 times. Can you imagine 40 times? It's gonna take months before this even go down. I can guarantee you that. Okay. So let's say an average one. Let's say I'll give it 2 pounds or even less than that a month. I'll just give you the most estimate. Okay. 2 of these a month. Let's say 1 pound. It would take you 20 months. That's close to almost 2 years. For $5.49, you can clean your toilet for 2 years. Can you imagine? I think it's going to last more than that. But I'm just giving you the most scenario thing. Okay? Because there's not much water is going to go through here. I can guarantee you that. So, average, I'll give you an average. $5.49, it's going to last you 2 years. Imagine paying only $5.49 going to last you 2 years. Just for a basic contraption and you don't have to clean. Right? That is worth it to me for $5.49. I don't know about you, but it is 100% going to be work for me. If it's going to last me 2 years, even for 1 year, it'll still be worth it for $5.49 that I don't have to clean my toilet. Right? Anyway, I'm going to show you the concept. Now, before I go into it, I have to measure my spaces. Okay? That tub. Okay? So, I got this, and it fits nicely, perfectly, right on top of it. You can actually get smaller, too. You can probably get this can right here and do it. This can's a lot smaller. It's just that I want as big a space as possible. That way, I don't have to refill this all the time. That's the secret. So, I went out and I got this for $5.49. Okay? This build probably cost you a total of about $12 total, including all the parts. Like $12. But imagine $12 gonna last you 2 years. And here's the thing. You don't have to do it again. You just buy the bag again. I mean, come on. $12 and not cleaning my tub for 2 years? Or just one little wipe here and there? That's okay. I can deal with that. But imagine the time that you would save to clean your toilet. Right here is already enough for me already. So, I actually developed something else too. I'll link it to this video here. I actually made a, I don't have it here. I should have brought it. A Coca-Cola toilet bowl cleaner. It used the same thing, but it's only water. Well, now I'm going to make a better version of it. And that's what I come up with today. Okay. I'll link that video to here, the Coca-Cola version. In case you didn't see it yet, you can see that one right there. Okay. Sometimes I am late on my linkage because uploading it and then have to come back and then add the link later, blah, blah, blah. But I will try my best, okay? Now, if you can't find it in my channel, you can always go into my channel and search it and you'll be able to see it too. So basically, we saw that tube that is down there going down to the toilet. And we saw that tube coming in. And we're going to hook it onto here. We're going to put the pellets inside here. And we're going to put a little connector so it can sit here nicely. So it won't move either. and it also acts as a dripper. And this coming in, it's going to squish through the salt, and then it's going to release the salt as it washes, and it goes down to here. That's it. I mean, like I said, even if it's rush a lot and it wash a lot, even if this lasts me 2 weeks, I'm good with that. Because a month will be half of this. That's 20 months. I mean, imagine 20 months for not cleaning my tub. I mean, my toilet, that's pretty good. Anyway, so I went out and I got this container. But remember, you have to build according to your tub, okay? I happen to got this one, and it's $5.49. That's basically is. I put it this way so you guys can see when it's done. Because there's a label here, I can't get that off, so I said, the hell with it. I'm going to push. I can get it off. I just don't want to, wasting time doing it. What's the point for? So then we're going to open this up, and it has to be airtight, okay? I got the airtight because water's going to squirt into here. I don't want it to bump all over the place. Now, can you skip that? I think you can. But you want something maybe to screw, like this one. You can actually do that too, but this is smaller. You get less. That's the only thing bad about it. Okay? So I chose this. I went to the store and got this for a reason. Because it's airtight container. And it fits perfectly and nicely into the toilet as well. Inside. You get to see that in a minute. So that's what basically is. That's what basically the concept is. Okay? The water, that tube that we saw goes into here. Wash all these little pellets for us. And then drain down to here. That's it. There's nothing else I can tell you. It's the easiest concept. But here's the thing. I'm surprised no one have done this. I'm surprised that no one have come up with this concept. They can actually make a tube. Oh, I was thinking to put a tube in here too. So it won't wiggle around either. You can do that too. You can put these type right here. And put it in the tube. Put it underneath here. And voila. Same principle. In my case though, I don't need to. Because I like the small one right here. Or you can even use the big one right here and make it in a way that you'll be able to screw into here. And then we're just going to use the glue gun to glue around it so it won't move. See? You can make a hole here and just glue it right onto here if you want. You can do that too. It'll work too. And it'll sit into that thing and it won't move around either. So that's another thing. So I brought 3 concepts here. See that? So that way you can choose whatever you like. Whichever you like. Does not matter. Now, that tube there, the tube that goes into here, this tube here, it needs something to hold on to. So I'm going to put, this is from a pen. It fits inside it, so I'm going to put it in there. So this acts as a guide. So it gets stuck. Get it? So it just stuck there. Rather than, I'm going to cut this off a little bit because I want to be bigger so the jet will come out better. Rather than having the jet to squirt right against the wall, it would be nice to have something to curve down, but I don't know yet. So I might gonna cut a slant way so some of the stuff will fall out. I'm not sure on that one yet though. I haven't figured that one out yet. But I guess it's going to be slanted. That way all the water will squish down and wash all these things. Because that's what basically is. That's what we're doing. We're trying to wash this. And then, sorry, I had to bump the thing. Trying to wash this and the water release down. That's it. I mean, that's what basically is. And then you need a drill bit that will fit onto it, of course. You know? This is the exact drill bit that's going to fit onto that. So find anything like a pen, pencils, or anything. You can actually use a pen or even this too. You can make a hole underneath here and cut this out and cut this out. And this is your tube right here. You can actually make this out of Sharpie, to be honest. Stick it down there. Put some glue around it. And then cut right here. And this will be your tube. You don't even have to have these. You don't even have to have any of these stuff. None of these stuff. You can save a lot of money too doing that way. Like I said, keep it under $12. So your option is really, really limited. Limitless, I should say. So since I think it is better route to do this, because then you can see how cheap it is. So I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to cut this off. And then I'm going to make the hole. And then we're going to glue that together. Okay? I'm going to skip all that because I don't want you to get discouraged to go and find all those parts. I want to make something for you as cheap, easy, and as possible. Okay, so we're going to use a marker and a pen. I believe this comes from a big pen. That's it. We're going to use a marker and a pen to do this contraption. That way, it's easy, simple, and quick. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video. I'll get the drill. I'll cut this off, and then we continue on. Okay, so I'm back. I cut this down to here. Look at it. I just cut it down to here where it says fine point. Hey, that's good, right? Fine point. And then I just cut down to here and I yank everything out. So you just get a tube, basically. Okay? The reason why I chose this, because you see this, it's actually smaller and this is bigger. So when I make the hole, it actually sit in there nice and perfectly. And I left this a little bit extra. It's because I want a little water down here. Because remember, if you are not flushing the water all the time, you won't get the salt. So by sitting there, it'll dissolve a little bit. Do you understand? Now, this is just an experiment to see how it is. I might make it smaller or even thinner or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But right now, I think that's a perfect. And that is about close to 10 millimeter, maybe 8 millimeter. So now I just started my hole just to go ahead of time so you can see. And I have not gotten yet because I use a step drill, something like this right here. So I have to step drill one more up, one more. Okay, now I'm going to test it to see if it fits. Nope, not yet. So I have to test it one more. Okay, now I think that's perfect. Now that fits right in there. See the concept now? Okay. So, we're gonna use our glue gun. Okay. And I am going to... Oh, I just unplugged the darn thing. I'm just gonna go around and round and round. Okay. And then I'm gonna squish it down so it'll hold. You don't need much, just enough, but I'm gonna do it in a way that I don't have to worry about it again. Okay. Now just squish that down. And let it hold. Okay, and let it harden up by itself. I'm going to clean it up a little bit just to make it look nice. But also too, remember, it has to sit underneath there too, so I got to clean up a little bit. Ooh, I hope I'm in camera. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit, and now that's what it looks like. If you make a mistake, don't worry. You can add more. You can do whatever. Okay, so now that's it. It's almost hardened. Stays in there pretty good. If you want to, you can always glue from the inside too. Open this up, drop some glue in there. And that would also work too. In my case, there's no need. I'll leave that alone. Let it cool down by itself. And then we'll move on. Okay. Now, the next step, you would have to figure out where that where this thing goes. Okay? Because you have to configure it in the way that it won't jeopardize anything in your thing. Because when you pull that thing, sometime that thing pulls up or whatever. Okay? Please remember that. It's actually still hot. Wow, crazy. So, I have already measured it. And it fits perfectly like up here. That little hole. Okay? So, and this is right here. You measure this, and you measure that. Okay? Just like that. Now, we're going to drill that hole so we can put that in. I'm telling you, this is going to be the first in the world. I am going to be the first person in the world to invent this. Yes. I'll be the first in the world again. Whoa, I'm not in the camera. Let me pat it down a little bit. There you go. I should step drill this, but the reason why they call step drill is because you go with the small first, and then you go with the big, and then bigger and bigger. Sorry, this is so clear you won't be able to see. Maybe I'll put it on here, you'll be able to see. My finger's okay now. Doesn't feel hot no more. Okay. You'll be able to see now. Okay, so I got that through. Now I have to test this just to make sure that it goes through. And yes, it does. So we're going to glue it from the other side in. Okay, we're going to have to go from the other side in. Other side out, I'm sorry. Like that. Because that thing comes into here and locks onto it. Okay? So before I do that, I'm going to make a choice now that I'm going to make a slant on here. Okay, so let me get a razor blade. And I'm going to get a cutter. I'm going to pan this down so you can see. I hope the camera will focus. Okay, let me get a cutter forward. I guess I'm not organized today. I should have put this back in a pen. There we go. So it's kind of like 45-degree angle right here. Hopefully. Right there. So it's going to shoot down 45 degree. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm just going to sharpen this up so it can be a little nicer, smoother. Now there you go. Ooh. I didn't know I'm that close. So it's like 45-degree angle. Okay. So we're all set there. And now I'm going to insert it in here. And this is all nice. And no more burning. Oops, not kind of. No more burning. And then here. So I'm gonna put some glue inside, and then I'm gonna feed it through. Hang on. Okay. I'm gonna feed it through like this. Ooh. Oh. I gotta pan out there, dummy. Sorry, folks. Okay, so put some around here. Ooh. That's a little too much there. And then insert it in here. Hopefully. Right? I need to insert it backward before these things are gonna burn me up. Again. Not this time. There you go. Okay, now let me twist it before it freezes up. Not freeze, but... Okay, you see the concept right there? Ooh, I'm not in camera. Oh my god. Okay, so it's pointing towards down. You see it? I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see. So it's pointing towards down a little bit, okay? So now we're actually all set. The contraption is all set. Let me clean up a little bit here. All these glue all over the place. My lord. Stringy all over the place. Okay, so I cleaned it pretty nice now. It won't go down the drain. You don't want all that stuff to go down the drain. It won't clog the toilet. It's just that I don't want all that stuff to go down the drain. So now we have something like this. Ooh, my lord. I am so out of camera. See how? We have something like that stick out. And then when we go to the insulation, I'll show you what do we do. We're just going to plug it right into here. And we got it to here. So now everything's all done. You see how fast that is? Can you imagine the world's first water softener, and it's also the fastest built softener ever. Easy, right? That's it. Add a Sharpies, a container, and a big pen. That's all you need. Oh, in case you wonder what the thing for that thing in the toilet, they make it about 1/4 of an inch. So that's a standard size, 1/4 of an inch. This, you can just work this against your tank. So whatever your tank is, that's what it will be. Okay? And that's it. I mean, I don't know anything else to say. Except for, I'm all done. I'll show you the concept one more time. All I did was drill the hole through here, put this here, and cut the pen. So that way it sits down there. It won't move. The water will go through here. It'll squirt all over the place. It'll hit the wall and everything. Washes the pallets. And then the water will leak down. As it leaks down, it'll clean the toilet. And that's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let me rinse this out. And I'll just empty all that in here. Okay. Thank God I'm at my sink, right? Okay, so I cleaned that out a little bit so it'll be a little dry for us to demonstrate this so it won't leak all over the place. So that's it. Now I'm going to fill it. Okay. And if you have toilet drops, if you like those blue ones, you can drop them in here too. But there's no point. We're doing this to save money. We're doing this to clean our toilet ever again. For 2 years. I think my estimate will be 2 years. I'm happy with just one. Can you imagine? I mean, come on. Who wouldn't be happy for doing one? See, now I test that out. It looks like it's holding. And this is holding. But remember, this is going up. So it can't really go up or down either because it's pushed upward. And I put a bunch of gunk right there. And that's it. You saw how easy it is? I'm going to add a little bit more. Because I might be lazy later. I'm going to watch this and then I'll update in the description, okay? How long this lasts. How long this 1 pound lasts. I'll update it in the description. So in case you see this video later, you don't want to fill too much because the water going to beat onto here and it's going to squirt all over the place. And that's why we need a lid like this so it'd be safe. See it? Ta-da! Now it's all done. Now what you're going to do next, you have to make your handle. Oh, that's what I forgot. Your handle. Okay, so we go to dump this back out. And we're going to make our handle. Sorry, that's what I forgot. The handle's really easy. Just zip ties. And some wires. I can probably deal with that one right there. I'll just leave it right here. I'll leave those in there. It won't do anything. Okay, now I'll just do it upside down. It'll be easier. You need like a bunch of zip ties. You just want to zip tie all around here to make a ring. Okay. I think I need one. I need about 3 of them. Okay, I'm good with 3. Now I need, this is from the inside, so it'll be outside would be best. So this way. So it won't hit anything. Hit the walls or anything. Okay. Now I got up to here. Now you see that? I just zip tied it right here. Okay. What would we do next? Let me tighten this up a little bit. Move it down a little bit, tighten, and then push up. Okay, so now I got up to here. Okay. Now you see where I am at? I got this end here and I got this end here. I'm just going to use a wire, 2 wires. Okay? And I'm going to put it together. And I'm going to make a holder. I'll show you. Sorry, I got a little wire right here. Stainless steel wires. Or you can use coat hangers. Okay. Now I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to show you a trick that I use to twist these wires. Fast and easy. Remember, my channel is always about fast and easy. Using our brain instead. Okay, you put this in here. First you need a drill. Okay? You put this in here. And in case you are one of those people, make sure to wear some kind of safety glasses or something in case you're doing this project. Okay? Just a reminder. In case you're accident prone. Ooh. In case you're accident prone people, make sure to wear some kind of safety. Now see how I put it into this drill? Yank it away. And just wind it. Ta-da! Now you got your wire. See? Ta-da! Okay? We're going to do it on the next side. Because remember, we got to do this and then we curve it against the toilet. Okay? Same principle again. Loop it through. Loop it through here. Hold on to it. Put it into here. And wind. Ta-da! All done. This side's a little nicer. I'm gonna wind it a little bit more to make a little nicer, okay? I didn't like that too much. I want to make it nicer. Just a few winds. Ta-da! Now you got 2 hangers. See it? Okay. So we're going to make it look nice. And then we're going to go to the insulation. Cut this off. And we're all done. Our project is all done. Okay. Other than that, we're going into the insulation. And then I'll show you how to hang this over. You can use a coat hanger if you like. In my case, I like to work with wires because this actually makes my life a little easier. And you can see how nice it is. Okay. I'm just gonna cut these little things off to make it look nice. Oh, I have to put the pellets in before we go and fill it. Now remember, this is going to be the first in the world. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and we'll go into the insulation. I'm going to refill that too. Okay. Okay, so now this is where I'm going to, I bend this ahead of time because I put it inside so I can bend it right there so it can sit into this. You see the two bend right there? So bend it in a way that you will be able to fit in nicely. And then you connect this tube into that thing on the side. Oh, sorry. Thing on the side right here. Okay. Now, we're all set. The insulation's done. As you remember, that little thing just dropped right in there. And then when you flush it, this is what happened. See the water? As the water beat down, it washes the pellet. Okay. Now I only put like 3/4 of the way because I don't want it to wash too much because I was afraid it's gonna splatter all over the place. After testing it, I have made a smaller cut into that thing before. And it didn't give out too much. So now I think I cut a little bit bigger than it is. In the video before that, I tested before I do this final video over here. And it squirts out okay. I didn't cut it too deep. So depend on your salt pellets. You see that? Depend on your salt pellets. You have to remember that, okay? Depend on what brand you use. This brand melt really fast. So you want a smaller hole, okay? The patent give you that option. But this is a smaller hole, so I kind of limit the water a little bit. So it'll be a little bit less, you know? So I tested half of this thing. I would say half a pound lasts about a week. So it would say, depending on what your usage are. My usage is really less. So I would say every flushes for half of that. I don't even know how many flushes. I should test it out. Maybe I would update that later. But as I know so far, this lasts me about a week. Okay. Because I'm only one person using this toilet. So if you have a lot of family or something, you might have to do more than that. Maybe fill up the whole thing or something. But as far as I know, I'm only one person, and that's how it works so far. And each flushes, that's what it does. And it only lasts this long. If you calculate, it only lasts seconds. And that's it. And that's one flush. So one flush, it didn't really do any damages or anything like that. So I would say, I don't know, it lasts, I don't know how long it's going to last me. But like I said, I don't use it that much. But like I said, you can limit that. If yours is doing too much, you will have to change that little pen there and make it smaller so the water squirt less. The less the water in here, the less the cleaning. That's the thing. The more water is, the more cleaning. So there's a give and take there. But that's it. That's the final concept of that. And you can see how it operates. I'll zoom it one more really close. Maybe you can see when I flush it, the water squirts to that. You see, it beats on the side, and then it just washed the pellets. Okay? As simple as I can explain it. I don't know any other explain it. I also put this behind here because my toilets have a wall there, so I put it behind here to hold on to those two rings there, so it won't move on me either. So I made a little thing that hold on to that, and my toilet shakes, so I use that to prevent it from shaking. You see that? That's another tip right there. Put it something behind here, like a cushion behind here, so your thing don't shake. So if your toilet shakes, you can do that. But anyway, you can see the concept right there. How easy and simple it is. I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to show you my toilet. Okay, I'm going to lift the thing up here, sorry. And see, you're going to see just nothing. Just water, that's it. But that's what it does. See? So basically that water there helps it to stop the ring, because it acts like a water softener. That's what that is. That's what those pellets are. My hand's all dry right now. It's kind of messed up. Been playing with this too much, I guess. But I'm gonna wash my hands now. But that's about it. I mean, I don't know anything else to say except for that. And you can see the pellets melting because I put in a lot. It melts a lot. It melts a lot faster than I expected. See it? And like I said, I probably have to do this every week or something because my container is pretty small. It's long, but it's small. That's the only thing I don't like about this thing. But there you go. The first water, the world's first water softener. A DIY water softener. But like I said, the basic concept of that, it's just that we are using the salt pellet to help us to go around the rings, so to prevent calcium deposits and rust and all that stuff. And city water, when they work on it, they damage things, blah, 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 blah. But that's about it. I mean, what else can I say, right? There's nothing else I can say. It's pretty easy built, as you can see. But I guess that's about it on this video. And you want to make it, you can. It's pretty easy. Remember, you have to measure from here to here so you can get your room. And like I said, I can actually probably go further this way, but I couldn't find a container actually go out this way. I wish the container was this small and then that big. I might find another one later, and I'll do it later, because if it's going to prevent me from refilling it every week or every 2 weeks or something, I mean, for this step right here, because the thing is small, it takes like 2 weeks to refill. So I have to do every twice a month. But if you make them big, you're going to have to refill it really fast. And then if you have a lot of people in the house, you're going to have to refill it fast too. This might not be a good idea for you, but this is for the people who have hard stain that people have a hard toilet stain. This is for the extreme versions, okay? But if you want the Coca-Cola version, I have the Coca-Cola version link right here. If you don't have a lot of water stain and you just want to clean, that's probably the best way to do things, is to go that route. But this is for extreme hard stain, okay? Because if you have extreme hard water stain, you will deal with the rings on your toilets. But anyway, I guess that's about it. And I will see you in the next video, okay? One more time.